Good morning, Porch Chronicles. How y'all doing out there? So, I did say, now I haven't posted anything yet because I got to get the stuff from the people. I went to an art therapy seminar the other day in Suitland, Maryland. So, it was a therapist there, a black gentleman. It was the black dude who started it and founded it. And it was photographers and everything there. So, the therapist walked around and he spoke to each one of us when we were doing our art. And he had this wheel right here. So this wheel right here will show you, he was like, he said he even uses this on himself, and he's a therapist. So it shows you, it was like, he was like, what emotion are you having right now? And this is the very middle. Because most of the emotions we say are like fear, anger, disgust, sad, happy, or surprise. That's in the middle. And then it goes to the outer limits where it shows you different words. And then it goes out here where it shows you where you can break your emotions all the way down, or your feelings. Man, this junk right here, when I seen it, I said, excuse me, where you get that from? Amazon, $9.99. Because when he came to each one of us, he asked us say what emotion we was having. And then he said, okay, now when I picked happy, and then I went out and I saw different ones, and he was like, well, which ones are you feeling right here? And then I looked and I picked like 3. And he's like, and go further out. And he was like, and when I showed him the ones I was feeling, he said, because I had picked liberated on the last one. And he was like, you came in here like you were liberated. He was like, so when he was basically showing us how none of us have been taught this, because he was like, he still uses this on himself today. And he was like, it shows you how to go all the way out into what you're feeling, and it breaks it all the way down. So I was like, I said to him, I said, I don't understand something. I said, one thing I don't understand, and I said, I wonder why we don't teach this in schools. Why we weren't taught, because this is the type of stuff we need to learn as children. But we never learn this. You know how many people are going to leave this world and not know how to break their feelings and emotions down? Because I'm one of them. I'm about to be 54. And I spoke at the thing at the end when he was asking if any of us wanted to show their paintings and talk about the things that, how it made them feel. And I did. I was like, good. Because it was a young lady in there and a couple of other people that was way younger than me. And I was like, look, this is my biggest thing on my platform. I want people to understand it don't matter what age you are. I just learned emotional intelligence less than 2 years ago. I just learned use my words. I've never heard those phrases in my life. And whatever I learn every day, I don't feel no type of way about it no more. Because a lot of times we hold ourselves back because we're like, I'm too old. I don't want nobody to think we don't want nobody to think we're stupid. But most of us are stupid when it comes to our emotional health, because nobody never taught us we're supposed to have it. That it's healthy to be able to talk about stuff. It's healthy to be able to break your emotions all the way down so you can understand yourself. The stigma we have in this community is we don't want nobody to look at us crazy. I don't care. I encourage everybody who was way younger than me. That's my menopause patch, y'all, because I know I'm going through it. So I found these little menopause patches at Walmart. I put one on every morning. I'm trying to get some help out here, but for real. And then on the back, it shows, this is the bomb. I'm sorry. Things you can and cannot control. If that ain't the truth right there, and we need to remind ourselves daily that you need to control, only thing you can control is yourself. You cannot control what other people think about you. None of that. Girl, this is daily medicine right here. All I'm trying to do is heal. And all I want to do is bring some people along with me. No, I don't get it right every day. Yes, I do things wrong. Yes, I make mistakes. And that's going to be the rest of my life. But I'm doing my best to get better. And I love you guys. And all I want you to do is the best you can do for yourself. And to be happy. I love you, Porch Chronicles.